Welcome to Unfiltered Hummingbird. I am your host, Camelia. Hey, we're going to unpack some questions, interview some guests, have a little fun together. Come on, let's get to it. Nowadays technology is moving so fast. Our world is moving so fast. So I want to remind us or have a call to action to don't forget or take the time to experience that awe and wonder that we have in life. Life moves so fast. Babies are born, they crawl, they walk, talk, get potty trained, preschool, elementary, middle school, high school, then graduation. Kids get out of the way so fast. Don't lose the awe and wonder of the little things that bring us joy, the little things that make us chuckle and laugh hysterically about something either our husband has said or our child has done. The little things. Don't forget to experience and sit and take advantage of the little things, those sporadic, coincidental things that happen. Have you ever noticed now's the season where there's a lot of butterflies around in our neighborhood? Do you have any butterflies in your neighborhood? Have you noticed any red cardinals in your neighborhood? Have you even stopped to see? Like if you're getting in your car in the morning, have you just been driving down the road and see the sun coming up, or you see the clouds move out of the way and the sun just beams through? Beautiful sun rays of warmth. Even in the car you could feel this if you take the time and just sit in that moment to experience its peace, I would say. Wouldn't you? Little things get lost with technology. So try this. If you're one of those people who every time you get into the car, you have to have music on and it has to be blasting. If you're one of those people, you're definitely not going to have a hard time doing this. Try getting in the car and cutting the radio off. Let the window down just a little bit so you can hear the hum of the road and just experience that beautiful breeze if it's not raining. And just drive and see what it feels like. When's the last time that you sat in your backyard and watched the birds, or watched the butterflies, or just watched the wind blow against the trees and the tree just sway from one direction to the next? Have you ever just sat and watched nature move? Have you ever watched one of those geographical shows and there's someone narrating, like Samuel L. Jackson or James Earl Jones or somebody else who has a smooth voice, and you've listened to them, and while they're talking you're seeing these beautiful birds, insects that with colors you've never seen before. Have you ever seen that? They have all those shows on Netflix or wherever you watch shows. You ought to just look at it. If you've never looked at one of those geographical shows, you ought to. They're very informative, enlightening. And former President Obama, he narrated one that I looked at, and it was really good. So, when's the last time you ever took a walk with your child, walked around the neighborhood, or had a conversation with your spouse about your relationship? Not your bills, not what's due, not the things that you have to do or your schedule, future plans, but have you talked about your relationship with your spouse? My husband will tell you that's intimacy, where you just continue on this journey or this conversation of getting to know one another. Because let me tell you, moms and dads, parents, once those kids are gone, hopefully you've been cultivating that relationship with your spouse, because now it's just you and him. Do you still know him? Do you still like him? Hopefully you do. Do you remember the first time that your husband flirted with you or your boyfriend flirted with you? Does it still kind of give you butterflies? Do you still get excited when you see him walk through the door? I mean, not every time. I understand. Yeah, life is life. But do you find yourself every once in a while just like, oh, you look good? Or when's the last time you had one of those real big belly laughs? I'm talking about the laugh that comes from your gut. You laugh so hard that your stomach starts to hurt. Those type of laughs. I mean, I remember, I think it's probably just a couple of nights ago, me and my husband, we were just talking and having one of those pillow talk conversations, and he said something and I laughed so hard. But that laugh, even though it was really funny, it seemed like it brought us closer because I laughed and then he laughed. I mean, laughing can get contagious. But when was the last time you laughed? So this is a show about not losing the awe and the wonder of life. Being able to sit within the simple things in life, those things that used to bring us joy, why don't they bring us joy anymore? What has changed? Have you changed? Maybe. Has the situation changed? Maybe. I encourage you to not lose the awe and wonder of life. Because, guess what? Time is the one thing that is the most precious commodity. Not money, it's time. And I say time because whoever has lost a loved one, it's not about money. It's not about what they left for you as an inheritance. It's about having that time back where you could just be able to call them or go by their house. Time. So don't lose the awe and wonder of the precious time that we have with each other. Take time, even after you get through listening to this podcast. Call up your mom if you still have your mom, your dad, your sisters. Call them up because time is of the essence, and you want to take advantage of the time that you have with them to make more memories. If you don't have good memories, make good memories. Make a commitment, set a goal to make good memories. Because those memories, when you can no longer see that person, those memories are what you have to relive in your mind and relive them when you're telling them to your children or your grandchildren. And take advantage of the time, the awe and the wonder. Don't lose the awe and the wonder. Janine, hey y'all, she has a masterclass coming up, the Bloom to Be Seen Masterclass. It's how to show up for yourself with confidence, mindfulness, and live a more fulfilled life as an ambitious mom. It's a virtual event. It's going to be held on June 22nd at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. There's going to be a direct link in the show notes of this podcast. Again, the master class is going to be held virtually June 22nd at 7 p.m. Eastern. It's called the Bloom to Be Seen Masterclass. How to show up for yourself with confidence, mindfulness, and live a more fulfilled life as an ambitious mom. Y'all can reach out to Janine on Intentional Journey. Reach out to Janine at intentionalqueenjourney.com, and the link will be in this podcast. Again, it's a masterclass. Y'all have to sign up for it. Go to it. She's going to give you some insight that will change your life. It's a masterclass. You can find that information on intentionalqueenjourney.com. Reach out to Janine for any questions. All right, that's all we have for today. Join me next time on Unfiltered Hummingbird. I am your host, Camelia. Until then, have a blessed day.